So if you're just starting your YouTube channel and maybe you're thinking about changing your channel name, or you're trying to decide what channel name to come up with and you're not sure how to handle that, then this video is really going to be helpful for you today. And I'm working off some notes here, so bear with me. I started this channel way back in 2015 or 2016, and I originally named it Hawthorn Law. And the reason I named it Hawthorn Law was because at the time, my law firm was mostly a family law firm, and I was trying to start to attract more online businesses to my firm that I could help with things like trademarks and copyrights and policies and procedures for your website, legal contracts, things of that sort. I didn't want that business to cannibalize my main law firm, which was the Hart Law Firm. And so I came up with a new trade name for the business, which was Hawthorne Law. A lot of people wonder, why did I come up with Hawthorne Law? What is that name? Is that my name? Is that something else? A lot of people comment to me and say, hey, Mr. Hawthorne, my name is not Hawthorne. That is not, my name is Hart. I realize that's confusing. I didn't think about that at the time. Probably mistake number one. Anyway, I made it Hawthorne. I did that because I did some research and I found that hawthorn bushes back in the Middle Ages were used to protect property. And I felt like that was a really great analogy to what I was doing with my law firm, which is we were protecting online property and intellectual property through the services that we would be able to offer to our clients. Over the years, as the channel has grown, and now we're up over, well over 100,000 subscribers at this point, I found that the channel growth has started to stagnate a little bit. And I really wanted to grow the channel and build the channel and broaden the topics that I was going to be talking about. I wanted to talk about things like personal finance and productivity and mindset issues and all those things that are really important if you're an entrepreneur, specifically an online entrepreneur who's trying to grow your own business. I felt like when people were coming to my channel and they were seeing it as a legal channel, maybe they were looking to get an answer to their legal question, but they didn't necessarily have a reason to subscribe because there wasn't a whole lot else on the channel except for the various legal topics they were looking for. And I wanted to broaden that out so that I could reach more people with the content on the channel. Now, I'll be perfectly honest. I don't know if changing the channel name is going to matter one bit in the grand scheme of things, but I suspect it probably will matter a little bit because now, instead of being just Hawthorne Law, I'm building my personal brand that covers all these other topics and concepts related to online business. And I hesitated in pulling the trigger on this change for quite a long time. And I did that because I was really scared of the unknown. I was scared how this was going to affect my channel growth. I was scared how this would maybe impact my law firm business. I was scared what this was going to do to me personally, how people would view me online as a content creator and potentially a lawyer. So I was worried that I was going to lose some subscribers, and I think I did lose some subscribers when I made the change a couple days ago. I noticed that normally I get this number of subscribers each day, and on certain days I actually saw my subscriber count drop. So there might be people that actually did unsubscribe because of the name change. I was also worried that I might confuse my viewers, and that's why I'm doing this video here today, to really explain why the change in the name of the channel. The last thing I was worried about was whether or not this change would actually hurt my legal business. Now, it's too soon to tell, since I just did this last week, whether or not this actually will hurt my business. I suspect it won't. So I posted a survey on the community tab and I asked people whether or not they thought I should change my name. And there were 3 responses that you could give. A, I don't care. B, go for it. C, no, keep the name the way it is. And what I found from that survey, and well over 100 people responded, was that 63% of people said to go for it, yay. 22% said they didn't think it was gonna matter, and the rest of you said not to. So if you're adding up those numbers, in my mind, that's 85% of people that said basically, go for it. So I did. Coffee's not going away. Now, how does this affect everything else related to my business? It really doesn't. I mean, this is something that I've been looking to do for quite some time. It's something that's been in the back of my mind for a while now. I have Hawthorne Law, which is my main law firm. I have my DIY template store, One Stop Legal. That hasn't changed. And I have my online business, OB Foundations. Everything is basically the same. It's just the only thing that's changed is the name of this channel. So anyway, that's why I did it. I got a lot of things coming with my online business. I still got the law firm going. I mean, yeah, nothing's really changed, but this does feel better for me. I feel like there's a lot of personal brands on YouTube. There's a lot of people that have made that change from some other name that maybe they started their channel because they wanted to protect their personal identity, which, honest to God, that probably was another reason I should have talked about at the beginning that I did name it Hawthorne Law. I could have gone with Jim Hart, but I was afraid that my law firm clients would see that and wonder what I was doing. And so I didn't name it Jim Hart at the beginning. But now that I'm more established as an online brand for what I'm doing, a lot of people, know me as Hawthorne Law, but they're going to start to know me as something else. And I'm hoping that that will help to deepen my relationship with you as a viewer and the other people that I have yet to meet on YouTube. Now, I did say at the beginning that there was a mistake that I made when I went through this, and basically the mistake was this. When you set up a custom URL for YouTube, you can change that. I think you can change it 3 times a year according to YouTube. When you change that custom URL, it doesn't redirect the other custom URLs. So my custom URL right now is still Hawthorne Law, and I want to change that to Jim Hart, but I have to figure out how that's going to affect everything else. So I've got a lot of links out there that link back to Hawthorne Law, and I may need to, since I can't physically change anything with the link structure in YouTube, if I were to go back and do this again and you're setting up a custom URL for your YouTube channel, that's fine. But you might want to either A, name it what you think maybe your personal name and keep it like that moving forward, or B, whatever you decide to name your custom URL, make sure whenever you're putting that custom URL into other web pages that might link back to your YouTube channel, make sure that you actually use like a link shortening software like a Bitly or a Pretty Link or something like that, so that it makes it really easy. If you decide that you want to change that link later on, you can redirect it on your own so that you don't have any issues. But yeah, that's the biggest mistake I'd say I made, which I don't think is a huge mistake. People are still going to type in Hawthorne Law and they're going to end up at the channel. I would like to change that to Jim Hart. I wish I could redirect it, but ultimately I can't. Anyway, that's why I changed the channel name. I thought you might want to know. So have a great day, and we will see you in the next video. Take care, folks. Bye-bye.